Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Break with Tara by Laura González. My name is Laura González, and I welcome you to the coffee break today. We have um, learning the card of the day. Hi, Tina, something or another. I cannot read your whole name. Thank you for joining here on Instagram. And to the folks on Facebook, thank you for joining. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. etc. So to learn the card of the day, we have the Rider Waite Smith Tarot, which is the one that I teach with. The first class on Major Arcana will be on May 1st, and you can still sign up. It's only $20, and it's the first on a series of classes where we will be talking about the Major Arcana. Hi, Patty. Good morning, Patty. Patty. I don't know how you pronounce it. To me, it's Patty. Well, the first time I say it in Spanish, Patty. All right, so let's see what card comes out for us this weekend. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. Hi, Leilani. How are you? So the Four of Cups, the first thing that I do is I interpret the card for us for the weekend. And the card is saying, let's be intelligent emotionally and be very guarded, have our boundaries, emotional boundaries, very well delimited, and not allowing anything or anyone to come and disturb our peace. For some people, that might seem like we are apathetic or that we are emotionally unavailable or that we are too conceited. Oh, well, that'll be their perception. What we are doing is we are taking care of our emotions and keeping our emotional balance. And I said it once and I will say it again and I will say it forever. Never, ever, ever apologize for doing whatever it is you need to do in order to survive emotionally and otherwise. So, the card or the prediction for the weekend is telling us to sit still and to have our boundaries and to have our emotional peace and to not allow anything or anyone rob us from that peace, that state of mind. That, I mean, he's almost like meditating, right? He's almost like so absorbed, and to some, he will look like self-absorbed, and it doesn't matter what it looks on the outside. In the inside, we have peace. So how do we come up with this interpretation for the card? First of all, as always, the number, right? It's a number 4. And you know that because you see the 4 little cups, 3 are lined up here, and 1 is here being held by this mysterious little hand. So a lot of people say the hand coming out of the cloud is a symbol of the divine, God, goddess, or even your higher self or a divine being. Doesn't matter. The number is number 4, and number 4s are the equivalent to stability and order and firm foundation, something that is not easy to be moved. So it's a very sturdy number. It represents safety. It represents family. It represents a good foundation, right? So that's what number 4 is. And then the cups are always going to represent our emotions and how we interact with other people emotionally. So in this case, we're saying I'm very stable emotionally right now. Thank you very much. I am not accepting drama at this moment. Return to sender, basically, The body language, the body language is key on this guy. His person, it could be a girl, it could be a non-binary person, it could be anybody. But their arms are folded, right? Their arms are crossed. My dog just opened the door. Hi, dog. Welcome. So their arms are crossed, meaning, you know, a close body language, and even their legs are crossed. Speaking of closing, let me close the door. I'll be right back. This little doggy. So, arms folded, arms crossed, and legs crossed, right? Totally blocking any kind of energy that could come their way. I know that return to sender, I learned from my friend Aaron many years ago. Return to sender, thank you very much. I don't want it. And the thing with this one is this emotional interaction right here, it could really be well intended, right? It could really be a message from the divine. It could really be love or a very loving relationship. This person is simply not accepting. They don't want it. They just don't want it. They are at peace. And this card, it comes a lot. Sometimes my clients, they say, I really want to be in a relationship. I really want to be dating. I really want to be going out with somebody, etc. And then this card comes out on their reading, and I'm like, I don't think you really want to be in the middle of a relationship, because what the card is telling me that you are very content the way you are. Now, why does he seem a little smug? Why does he look like, I don't want to have nothing to do with anybody? Well, because when you find some people, and this is a general, all of us do it, I do it, everybody does it. When we see somebody that is content emotionally with themselves, we immediately label them as weird, as conceited, as believing that they're too good for anything. And maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe they just don't want to have nothing to do with anything. Uh, and if they don't feel like emotionally engaging, and that is the key word, you don't want to, this person does not want to engage emotionally with anything. Now, all the space that you see here, all this free space that is blue, it means that they are a little bit too much in their head. It's about air. So the car being of water, right? It has cups all over, but the person is under air. They're under present. They're not preoccupied about any other emotional shenanigans. So there you have it. Um, it is okay to be a loner. It is okay to be detached. It is okay to feel content emotionally where you are at this moment. And if those are your boundaries and you don't want anybody to cross those boundaries, more power to you. Only you know how to teach people how to treat you. And that is done throughout setting very healthy boundaries, and it's the easiest thing to say, the hardest thing to do. However, never forget, when you set up a healthy boundary, those who love you and respect you will respect your boundary. Those who want to use you will disrespect your boundary. That's the key. see you all next week. Have a good weekend and never forget that you are loved. Bye bye.